from Cleveland's most accurate weather team. This is 19 First Alert Plus, sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misny.
Right, good Friday evening. Chris Fry in the 19 News Digital Studios here to tell you about another 19 First Alert weather day happening, and it does continue throughout the weekend. Let's bring in meteorologist Samantha Roberts. She has the latest on this continued snow that churns through the area, and it's all thanks in large part, Sam, to our good friend, the lake.
Yeah, the Great Lakes are doing some work this evening.
Yes, they are.
Every Great Lake is producing snow, all of them. So the biggest band we have right now is actually in our secondary snow belt, which is Lorain County, Elyria. This is east of Erie County. I've been talking for several hours, so I hope I'm still making sense here. Northern Medina County. You know, unfortunately, for those of you who are like over the snow, we've seen quite a bit of snow today in Brunswick. I have a 6-inch report, an 8-inch report, and I saw photos with rulers. Now we've got this report. You can see the radar snowing really heavily there in Granger, in Medina, in Brunswick, Eaton Township, Lorain. And then we've got two other areas of lake effect, one out here in Ashtabula, Lake and Geauga counties, and then another one in southeastern Cuyahoga, southern Geauga, and northern Portage. So again, a lot of the snow tonight is in our primary and secondary snow belts, and I expect more of this overnight. Scattered snow squalls, cold, windy, temperatures in the 20s, and eventually, Chris, tomorrow morning, our wind chill or our feels like temperature will get down into the single digits.
All right, Sam, I'm going to pull up a camera right now. I'm just trying to show somewhere. I'm unsure where our live link camera is out of, but it does show snow on the ground. It looks like one of the radar towers are there, so I don't know if you're familiar with that area.
Oh, I wish I could see what it...
Yeah.
I'm not sure what...
Yeah. I'm going to try to find some cameras there. In the meantime, while I'm searching through cameras and while you're talking. So we're in January, all right? And we're still talking lake effect snow. And usually, as we get into the winter months, the lake begins to get colder and colder. But it's not the case now. So why are we seeing so much lake effect snow early in the month?
Yeah, so there's no ice on the lake, right? And we've got this really, really cold air mass that has settled in. Now, Lake Erie is the most shallow Great Lake, so it's easier for temperatures to cool and easier for temperatures to warm on Lake Erie. So I think as it gets colder over the next several days and we don't get above freezing, eventually we will start to see more ice develop over the lake, but not enough to like really, you know, stop the lake effect, right? We've got no ice. Temperatures are above average lake water temperatures only by like a few degrees. So it's not anything crazy, but they've been warmer than average for months at a time. So that has allowed, you know, when you get a cold enough air mass and you've got enough moisture to work with, it allows all of this lake effect to really thrive. Wind direction is also a key component of lake effect. And right now we've got that west, kind of northwest flow, pushing that snow basically from northwest to southeast across our area. You can see when I pull up the radar loop here, that's the orientation of the bands. Everything's coming and the cold air's coming from the northwest. So we're actually pulling in some moisture right now off of Lake Michigan. The other end of the lake up towards Buffalo is actually pulling some moisture off of Lake Huron and Lake Ontario. So all the Great Lakes are producing really efficient lake effect snow. You can see these streamers up here. I love to look at the snow on Lake Superior. I think it's so fascinating. They may not be loving it up in Marquette right now, but look at look at these streamers. We call these finger bands because they look like fingers. And that's this northwest wind is really that like nice finger band setup. You can see the snow across central Cuyahoga County. So essentially this lake effect machine is going to be turned on, Chris, for several days. We're probably now going to get a break in the lake effect until Sunday afternoon. And then of course we get a system coming in on Monday that'll bring us some snow outside of what we think of as a traditional snow belt.
So I found a camera view, and it's the one behind you, and we're noticing it right now. You can see the wind whipping up right now. Is this one of the areas where we're seeing one of those snow bands?
Is that the Madison camera?
Yes, it is.
I-90?
Yes, it is. Yes,
okay.
it is.
Yeah. So I think there's like there's some kind of structure or building on like the left side of that shot that we can't see, and so it's snowing out there, but some of that snow is blowing off of some structure. I don't know what that is over there. It is snowing. But,
it is snowing in that area.
Yeah, here's Madison. So you can see it's definitely snowing on I-90. That's where the camera is.
Right.
And because it's so windy, we are going to have to deal with blowing snow that's falling
There's
is being
an ODOT
blown.
truck, yep.
And then snow that's on the ground. Yeah, they're out there. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, right on cue. Yeah.
Yeah, roads have not been great tonight in these snow squalls. They're producing really efficient snowfall rates. I'm actually kind of surprised we don't have a snow squall warning right now for that. We have a special weather statement they're addressing with that. So sometimes we get what we call snow squall warnings, which the Weather Service will issue almost like they would a severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning. It's more of a localized warning on top of the lake effect snow warning that's going on. And they've decided to not do that with this band of snow, but they're issuing just what's called a special weather statement.
Right.
And they're saying this band could produce a quick 1 inch of snow, but it wouldn't surprise me if out of this we see a little bit more than that, especially across Medina County and kind of east central Lorain. So there's a lot going on out there tonight.
All right, Sam, stand by. Let's take a quick 15-second pause and hear from our sponsor.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. You know I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
All right, Sam, let's take a look at the 7-day forecast.
Okay, so we have another first alert weather day for tomorrow because we're going to see more lake effect snow developing throughout the day. It may not be quite as widespread as it is out there tonight, but I do think we'll have some bands out there, particularly through the first half of the day. And then in the afternoon through the evening, a lot of the lake effect should shift east into the primary snow belt. Eventually, by like mid to late morning Sunday, that will come to an end. And then most of Sunday should be pretty quiet, but you'll notice it's very cold all the way through the next several days. So we don't get a break in the cold. We do get a little break in the snow, and then this other system comes in early Monday morning. And this is going to start in our southern counties. So we're actually going to see more snow in like Mansfield and Millersburg than we will in Cleveland. Right now, I'm thinking Route 30 corridor about 3 to 6 inches of snow. But if this system jogs a little bit farther north, we'll see more snow than that around New Philadelphia and eventually more snow into Cleveland. Right now, I have Cleveland at 1 to 3 inches on Monday. Some lake effect Tuesday, little lake effect potentially out there Wednesday. And then we've got maybe another system coming in Friday into next weekend, which could very well mean more snow on the docket for next weekend. We'll see.
We'll see. We will see indeed. But we are in the throes of winter, so that is expected. All right.
Yeah, for sure.
19 First Alert meteorologist Samantha Roberts with the latest on the snow that's hitting our area. I don't know if we want to call it a snowstorm, just a lake effect snow squall. I don't know the right definition. It's a lot of snow. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, a lake effect event.
A lake effect event. I like that. All right. Sam, we appreciate it. We'll see you after a while, as will
thanks,
I. We'll see you coming up at the top of the hour. 19 News on WUAB 43, that's at 10 o'clock, and then switch over to 19 for the news at 11. I'm Chris Fry in the 19 News Digital Studios. We'll see you then.
19 News, now streaming on Samsung Smart TV. Search for channel 1035.